Hey guys, it's Gio. I hope you're all well. Just making my first YouTube video of this year for you. I've had so many people reach out and so many messages on Instagram and things like that to continue with the YouTube videos. So this year I'm going to try and get one video out a week for you guys. So please like, comment and subscribe. Also hit the bell icon so you get notified when I am uploading every week. So this is a video that I've had requested quite a lot, is how I would invest £2,000, okay, and I'm going to do it specifically for how I would invest £2,000 in 2022, okay? So there are tons of ways that we can invest £2,000, right? We could invest in, say, the S&P. We could invest in maybe Bitcoin, excuse my handwriting. We could invest maybe in BTC. Maybe we could invest in the NASDAQ. There are tons of things that we could invest in. Maybe we manage to find one crypto that does, insane numbers, maybe 5, 10, 20x. But that's probably unlikely since, the year we have in crypto probably won't be as good as 2021. 2021 was very much like printing money. Everybody was an expert. It was up only, many things did 100x. It was the year of the layer ones. So I don't think this year is going to be as easy in crypto. It will take probably a lot more skill. We probably will see, extended periods of drawdown and downside. And I don't think it's going to be much like 2021, where majority of things were just up only. Maybe not BTC, but many of the altcoins were up only, okay? So generally, the S&P roughly will probably do about, say, 10% a year, roughly. Bitcoin, last year, I think it started the year at 30K, finished somewhere about 60. So say last year it did 100%. And the NASDAQ roughly similar to the S&P, so it does 10%. We'll keep the numbers nice and simple, okay? So if we invested 2,000 in the S&P and it did, 10% or 10%, I think last year it did like 20, but say it does 10% this year, we will make £200, right? 10% of 2,000. If Bitcoin did, somehow manage to pump 100% this year, we would make £2,000, right? And say the NASDAQ would be similar or the same as the S&P. We'd make about £200. Okay, so £2,000 invested in any of these, they might make money, but it won't make us rich or give us financial freedom in the kind of short to medium term. They're kind of much longer term plays, okay? If you keep on investing into the S&P, by the time you retire, you probably will have about £1 million. If you kept on, every year investing £2,000 and adding to it monthly, but you don't want to wait until you retire to kind of live a life of abundance, right? You want to do it as soon as possible, in your kind of teens or maybe your late 20s or early 30s, something like that. As soon as possible, you want to be making as much money, okay? So what you need to understand is that there are three currencies, okay? In life, there are three currencies. There's time, there's money, and there's knowledge, okay? So for you to have more time, you need more money. And to have more money, you need more knowledge. Okay, so it all starts here. You need knowledge. The first thing you need is knowledge. Once you've got more knowledge, you can leverage that knowledge to make more money. Once you've got more money, naturally, you can have more time, okay? So like I say, the first thing that you need is knowledge. And that's why I read so many books. That's why I invest so much in my own education as well. Just last year, I spent 5 figures on my own education so that I can continue to learn and continue to gain knowledge so I can make more money and improve other areas of my life as well, so that effectively I have more time, okay? So what you need to do is you need to learn a high value skill. Now that could be trading, it could be social media ads, it could be some kind of creative property strategy. Whatever it is, you need to learn a high value skill so that you've got more money to invest, okay? The more money you make, naturally the more money you can go and invest, and the more money you invest, naturally the more money you make. So it's kind of one big loop, okay? But it all starts here. It all starts with knowledge, okay? So if you think of a bucket of water, okay, and a hose pipe. Imagine we've got a hose pipe here that's flowing water into this bucket, okay? This bucket here is wealth. This is wealth. And the water coming through the hose is your income. Okay, so if you've only got £2,000, say we put £2,000 in the bucket, this is only going to grow at a certain rate. It's going to grow quite slowly because it's not a lot of water, right? It's not a lot of money. Whereas if we can increase our income, okay, so that there's more water coming through the hose, then there's going to be more water flowing into the bucket and the bucket is going to fill up quicker. Okay, so instead of £2,000, if we could invest 50,000, for example, or even, I don't know, 100,000, naturally this bucket is going to flow up much quicker, and then because it's going to compound, we're going to overflow the bucket much easier. So you're going to get to wealth a lot easier, okay? So for you to get wealthy, you first need to increase your income. This is where it starts, okay? You need to increase your income. Investing £2,000, it will be like this, it will be like drips coming out of the hose, but we want lots of water, as much water as possible, flowing out of the hose into this bucket so that we can actually create wealth, okay? So what would I do? Well, I'm going to use trading as an example because naturally that's what I do day to day. That's where my expertise are, okay? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to learn how to trade, okay? If you already know how to trade, you should have more than £2,000 to invest, okay? But this is the first thing. You need to get the knowledge, okay? So you need to learn how to trade. So from the initial £2,000 that we had, I would take half of it. So I'd take £1,000 roughly, and I would invest this in my education. I'd invest £1,000 in learning how to trade, okay? Now we have £1,000 left. So I'm going to assume that now we've learned how to trade and we've got £1,000 left. Okay, obviously you need to invest a bit of time as well so that you can learn. It's not just you spend the money and naturally straight away you have the knowledge. You need to invest a bit of time as well so that you can get the knowledge. Okay, but I'm going to assume now we've got the knowledge and £1,000. Okay, now what I would do is I would leverage this knowledge so that we can get more capital to trade with, so we can make more money. And the way I would do that is by going to FTMO. So now I'm assuming that you know how to trade, you are a profitable trader. Now you can go out and you can get more capital, okay? So how this works, as you can see, FTMO are a prop firm, so they fund profitable traders. They will give you money to trade with, and you will keep a big percentage of the profits. You can see up to 90%, but on average it's about 80%, okay? So you trade their capital and they cover the losses. So the risk here is very small, but the upside is humongous, okay? So if we just scroll down, you can see here, you can get all different account sizes, 10K, 25K, 50K, 100K, 200K. Now we've got £1,000 left to invest. So this is roughly 1,080 euros, which is roughly about £1,000. We could invest our last £1,000 into, say, a 200K FTMO account. And because we've got the knowledge, we should be able to go through the process and actually get the account, get the 200K account. But let's say we spread the risk, right? If we did 100K, it would be 540 euros per account. So say we bought 200K challenges. In one of them, maybe the market conditions weren't that great for our strategy. So maybe we broke even or finished around break even. So we're kind of splitting the risk, okay? So we're getting 200K challenges. So let's just be conservative and say that we didn't pass one, but we passed the other, okay? So we can be really conservative. Well, now you have a 100K FTMO challenge. Let's delete some of these drawings. Okay, so now you've got 100K FTMO account and you keep 80% of the profit you make. Okay, so now what we're doing here is we're able to increase our income. Okay, so that initial £2,000 that we had to start with, we've now used this to gain knowledge, and now we've leveraged this knowledge to put ourselves in a position where we can make more money. Okay, so say we've got a 100K account, we keep 80% of the profit. Okay, let's be conservative and say we make 4% in a month, which any of you guys who currently trade out there know that that is very, very conservative. Okay, 4% in a month. We would make 4K on this account, of which we would keep 3.2K. Okay, this is what we would get in our bank account. If we made 6%, that would of course be 6K, and we would keep 4.8K would be for us. If we made 8% in a month, which still, isn't crazy, it's very doable, we would make 8,000, and of that we would keep about 6.4K. Okay, so now we're increasing our income. Okay, now that we've got this extra money, now that we've got more water flowing through the hose, now the bucket is going to fill up a lot quicker, okay? So this is how I would invest £2,000, okay? I would first invest £1,000 in knowledge. Once I've got the knowledge, I would leverage that knowledge to get more trading capital. Then once I've got more trading capital, I'm able to make more money. I'm able to push that money into a bucket. You can invest in something like the S&P, for example, which will grow at say 10% a year, for example, but you're pouring much more money in rather than just investing £2,000. Then you need to save for another 6 months maybe to get another £2,000. You want to first increase your income. Or what you could do is when you start getting these withdrawals, you could then buy another FTMO challenge. Say this time you go for a 200k account. Okay, now you've got a 200k account. Say you make 4% in a month. That would be 8k. And you'll keep 6.4k. Okay, this is by far the easiest way for you to scale to 5, 6, 7k months. Okay, is for you to first get the knowledge, then leverage that knowledge to get more capital. And then once you've got more capital, you can start reinvesting that capital and it will just grow a lot quicker, okay? But the first thing you need to do, where it all starts, is here, okay? This is where it starts. It starts with knowledge. You need to learn a high value skill. And in this example, we use trading, but there's tons of things you can do out there that will make you money and allow more water to flow through the hose into this bucket so that you can create wealth, okay? But just think you need as much water flowing through this hose as possible. So you need as much income as possible so that this bucket will fill as quickly as possible so that you can create wealth, okay? But all of this starts here with knowledge. So in this example, we used trading specifically. So any of you guys who want to learn how to trade, there will be some links in the description where you can find out more about my programs, where you can learn how to trade. But like I said, this goes for anything, whether it's trading or whether your thing is social media marketing, for example, whatever it may be, property, it's all the same. It all starts with knowledge, okay? Once you've got the knowledge, you can leverage that knowledge and then you can use that to make more money, okay? So a bit like when you want to get a mortgage, you need to put a deposit. So you use that initial money, that initial capital as leverage to get more money, okay? In this case, where we don't have a lot of money to invest, we're using our knowledge as leverage to get more money, okay? So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you guys want to see going forward. Like I say, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try and get one video out a week for you guys. I hope this video has been of value to you, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.